Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. I got to go home for the night last night. That was a nice little midweek treat, you might say. Now I'm on my way back into work. They got some stuff for me to do, but they didn't tell me what. Usually that might mean that I might not like it. Don't tell him what it is, because then he might find a way of getting out of it. Right? I'm not that kind of guy, though. If you tell me I got to do something that I don't like to do, but you're going to pay me to do it, I'll do it. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go and tell my dispatch no. Unless if I have to be home for a very special occasion or a very special day, that's when I'll sort of put my foot down, like for Christmas and, stuff like that, Thanksgiving. If I have to pick one of the two, I would pick Christmas. But Christmas is my one thing. That's where I'll put my foot down. I'm like, I am going to be home for Christmas. They made a song about it and everything. I'll be home. But other than that, really, like, you want me to go to the mountains in wintertime? I don't really want to, but I'll do it. You want me to go drive through Toronto in the middle of rush hour? Oh, man. Okay, I'll do it. You know what I mean? You want me to stay out an extra couple of days to do you a favor, just so that you can get, an extra bit of cash for the company or whatnot? You talk to me about it. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll do it. And I won't complain about it either. Like, I'm sort of making it sound like I'm being whiny about it now, but that's the thing. You want to be happy at your job driving a truck. You got to know which battles to pick. You can't win them all. Alright, if you try to win every battle, and you try to get your way every time, you're just going to get fired, because you're no use to a company if you won't do anything that they need you to do. It's pretty common sense, I think, right? So they ask me to do something, go somewhere that I don't really want to do or want to go. I'm their man. I'll get it done. Right? Without complaining. Doesn't mean I'm going to be happy about it. Doesn't mean I'm going to like it. But I'll get it done. And I won't cause a big fuss with them. Unless if it's Christmas. I will be home for Christmas. Don't mess with my Christmas. All comfy back here, Diesel? I know it's a little packed, but we can make it work, right? We're used to it. We're trucking people. Trucking dog, you got some stuff in your eyes, man. Gotta clean that out. Good boy. Who's a good weasel? You're wagging your tail like you know who that might be. Who's a good weasel? Is it you? Are you a good weasel? I don't know if he knows what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you, man. You. Hey. You are awesome. Why is he pointing at me? Look at him. Hey guys, so just waiting to get going here. Just finished my pre-trip. I've got a new set of tarps behind me on an empty flatbed, 53-foot flatbed tandem. I'm going back to Owatonna. I want some more glass. Well, remember, like I was telling you in the last clip, if they tell me to do something that I don't really want to do, I'll do it anyway. This is one of those times. I gotta go down there, load up the glass, tarp it, and I don't even know how these tarps are. Like, I grabbed a new set of tarps from the yard here. I talked to another driver here who used to, he's heard of different systems of doing it, where each trailer has its own equipment, has its own straps, has its own tarps, so when you go and pick up a trailer, that equipment just stays with the trailer. That would be a fantastic system. But our system, the way we do it here, is every truck has its own equipment. So when I go pick up a load, like I did last week, or like yesterday, and put my tarps on it, put my straps on it, that were assigned to this truck, and then I don't deliver it, now they're stuck on that trailer. Now somebody else has my equipment, and I had to go grab new equipment. I got 10 brand new straps to replace those, and 3 tarps that I've never seen before. So hopefully they're good. I checked them out. They look pretty good, but they're not the ones that are assigned to me. So it's a little bit confusing that way. I think it would be a lot better if there was just equipment like assigned to the trailer, because then I can leave all the equipment on there every time. Because I've told you before, when we bring a load to the yard here, very often, well, every time, if I drop it and it doesn't have a tarp on it, I take all of my equipment off of it. I take the straps off, the chains off, and the next driver, when he picks it up to carry on with it, puts his or her equipment on it. Wouldn't it be a lot easier if you could just leave it tied down? Then it only needs to be tied down once, and then the driver who picks it up from the yard and continues with it doesn't have to spend, an hour or two tying it down. But when it's a tarp load, I can't take my tarps back because that freight has to stay under the tarp until it's delivered, right? It would make no sense to tarp it, bring it here, untarp it, leave it in the yard for a day, and then someone else come and put their tarp. You get what I mean, right? So it's just a kerfluffle of a situation here right now. So we're going to go pick up some more. It's about 9 hours to get down there. So we'll be down there tonight yet, and we'll load up tonight. We'll sleep there, and then we'll come back here tomorrow. And then we'll be home for the weekend. Like I said, we have the special Monday planned for Brit and myself. We're going to go meet up with her family and have a little bit of a family gathering and stuff. We'll also have a doctor's appointment. Brit has one that day. And then Tuesday morning, I'm taking off with this load that I'm picking up here to Vancouver. So we are going to BC anyways. We're just leaving with a different one, with this one. And I got to deliver that Thursday in Vancouver, British Columbia, and then come back. So the next couple of weeks, the next 10 days or so, are written out for me. So let's get to it. We're here at the Flying J in, St. Gath, Manitoba. Look at this, they paved the lot now. This is that new Flying J I was telling you about. The one that is built in the perfect location where you get all of the drivers from southeastern Manitoba and everybody going to the US that goes right past here. Great location. The only problem is your fuel prices are way higher than Grand Forks Flying J, which is only like 2 hours that way in America. So everybody's going to bypass you and go fuel over there because your fuel prices are too high. And I know that's not your fault. You can't control carbon tax. But since there's no carbon tax down there, everybody's going down there to fuel and bypassing this place. So that sort of sucks for them. But hey, at least they paved it now. This is a great place for trucks to come park for night at least. This guy in front of me obviously gets paid by the hour. Just got onto Interstate 94 and crossed into Minnesota. And this guy in front of me, this FedEx guy, is almost stopping on the freeway before exiting into the way station scale. Dude, man, that's an obstruction of traffic. Got a long off-ramp here for you to slow down to speed, but now why don't you slow right down to 30 miles an hour on the freeway, jam up traffic, put a risk of, people rear-ending everybody behind you, and then exit very slowly. One of my pet peeves when people do that. There's an off-ramp for a reason. Use it to slow down so that you don't have to inconvenience all the traffic over there, right? I'm empty right now anyways. See, empty flatbed behind me, so I should get the bypass signal here. Yep, you are absolutely right. I should just bypass. You are correct. You do not want to talk to me. I am no one interesting. Just let me on through. Don't change your mind. Don't change your mind. Red River Way Station. Look at all those vehicles ready to chase down guys who blow past the scales. Alright, now is this guy in front of me going to know what the on-ramp is used for? The on-ramp is used for speeding up and getting as close to highway speed as possible before merging onto the highway. Some people think that it's just a lane to meander towards the freeway, and then you enter the freeway at about 40 miles an hour, and then you speed up to the speed limit once you're already on the highway. Nay, nay. By the time you reach the freeway, you should be as close to the speed limit of said freeway as possible, so that you don't inconvenience the traffic already on the road. I don't know if people don't know this, or if they're not taught that, but you guys out there, you all know it, right? You've seen these people who merge onto the freeway, 70 mile an hour freeway, and hit the freeway doing 40 mile an hour. For people in other parts of the world, that's like someone merging onto the freeway. That speed limit is 110 kilometers an hour. And they hit the freeway and get into the lane doing only about 60 kilometers an hour. You know how frustrating that is? It happens in Ontario too, and in Quebec on the freeways there. I haven't driven through Quebec in such a long time, but man, I remember their drivers there. There are so many people, an abnormal amount of people in Quebec that like to drive like 10 to 20 under the speed limit. And then you get the guys like this SUV up here who just feel like driving right beside the semi instead of actually passing him. Oh, I have so many pet peeves, and I'm hungry right now, so forgive me. I'm a little hangry. I'm a little irritable. Don't judge me. I need food. I'm grumpy. But not the same kind of grumpy we were talking about last week. Those grumpy truckers giving that cashier a hard time. I'm not that grumpy. I'm not going to walk into a store and give somebody else a hard time just because I'm having a bad day. No, I'll just give all of you a hard time on YouTube. Well, we have 4 hours and 20 minutes available to drive today yet. We only need about another 2 hours of that, and we'll be at our shipper. They're going to load us tonight yet, and I got to strap it down and tarp it tonight. I'm guessing that'll probably all be finished by like 2 or 3 in the morning. And then I'll just go to sleep in their yard there because I'll be out of hours. And I'll probably start the journey home late tomorrow morning or around lunch. Which is sad because it takes about 12 hours for me to get home from just south of Minneapolis here. It's just about 9 hours of driving. And then, you know, there's traffic yet, stopping, breaks. I gotta stop for a half-hour break, mandatory. And then I gotta go back to the yard and, you know, unhook the trailer, put it in the safe loaded lineup where it's secured, and then move all my stuff into my pickup truck and then go home. And then that's quite a journey home yet with the pickup truck. So all in all, if I only leave around noon tomorrow, I'll only get home around midnight. What is that? At least he parked a good distance off the road, you know? Like a full lane over. Some people, they pull onto the shoulder and like put their tires right on the white line. Are you asking to die? This guy was sitting right beside me too. Usually I would make a point of pushing my way into that lane to give him room, but since he was so far over to the right already, he was like a full lane over. I didn't see it necessary. But yeah, we're still west of Minneapolis, headed eastbound on the I-94. We're going to get to the city around 7:30, so rush hour should be mostly over. It should be a smooth ride right around the city. Been quite a nice day to drive, though. Not too sunny, so not too hot. Hasn't been raining, it's been dry. It's been partly cloudy, but it feels like it's going to rain, you know? It's like that feeling in the air, kind of humid. And I think they're going to get some rain overnight or tomorrow. I guess we'll see if I'm the weatherman, Josh. So we're here at the shipper waiting for them to come and grab us so that we can get a door so we can go park inside, where they'll take their time loading us. And when they're done, I gotta tie it down and then I gotta tarp it. But in the meantime, so this is something that came in the mail recently, and I'm really looking forward to installing this on my truck and reviewing it for you. This is something I think that we could all really use. It's a cell phone booster. Now, I've done reviews on this brand of cell phone booster before, but this is a different kind. This is the Drive Sleek OTR. This is a signal booster for semi-trucks. So you pretty much put this antenna on your truck, wherever is most convenient for you. A little piece gets mounted inside here, and it's supposed to boost the signal of your cell phone quite a bit. So I'm excited to see whether or not it works or not. Why is my belt line here, Diesel? Did your frog need a little belt? Is his pants falling down there? Is that what's going on? But yeah, I'll make a separate video for this as soon as I get it installed. I'm not sure when I'll be able to get it installed. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully within the next week, I should say. And then, yeah, if you guys are interested in this thing, I'll show you how well it works, and I'll direct you towards where you can get one of your own, if you so choose. Just give me a little while to put it together yet. Because it was just last week where we were in northern Montana and couldn't get a proper cell phone signal for 2 days. I lost my snap streak with some of my friends. It was devastating. I don't know how many of you are big into Snapchat, but if you snap your friend and your friend snaps you back within 24 hours, you get a point or a fire or whatever else whatever little icon you want it to be. And my friend Troy and I from Halloween Hellmouth over on YouTube, his link to his channel is down below in the description of my videos. We had a snap streak going. We've had a snap streak before of over 300. That's one per day. So that's over 300 days of constant snapping back and forth, at least once per day. Not like constant, but just once per day, right? And because I didn't have cell service for 2 whole days, or a day and a half, I couldn't snap him back. He was snapping me, but I couldn't snap him back. And at this point, we had like 150 or something snaps, like 150 days in a row where we snapped each other. A nice solid streak going, like half a year almost. Gone. Lost our snap streak, all because I didn't have a cell phone signal. So hopefully this is gonna help. That's my door. However, there is a trailer in said door. They need the yard guy to come first and take the trailer out of there so that I can back in there. Oh, look, there he is. He's gonna pull that trailer out of there and make room for me. I don't think I'm gonna quite fit in there. It's made for trucks with 48-foot trailers or shorter wheelbase trucks. So I'll probably have to drop my trailer in there, then park my truck outside the building, depending on if I can leave that garage door open or not. Last time I was here, I was able to leave the door open. We'll see how it goes this time. He's clearing the way for me. I wish I had a trailer like that, a curtain side, then I wouldn't have to tarp it. I might be able to close this. This garage must be a little bit deeper than their other warehouse. There's not much room. Not much room left in there at all. But we got the door closed. Right up to the front there. Wow. I don't even know if I need to close the door or not, but at least I know I can. I mean, if they don't mind, I'm gonna open it back up later, get some airflow in here. It's pretty hot. And also then I can walk around the front of my truck, right? So there's the tarps. These are the tarps I grabbed this time. 2 black ones, 1 red one. Flatbed trailer, 53 foot. I don't know how big this load is gonna be. I'm kinda hoping it's gonna be a little bit smaller than the other one. There's 2 drops on this load though. So we'll see. At least I get to deliver this one, right? Maybe these will be my new tarps. Maybe I'll like them better than the other tarps. If I like them better, I'm keeping them. Whoever has my other trailer, they can have those tarps. These don't belong to anybody, so. Yard tarps, I guess is what they call them. I don't know. I don't know how everything works. I just do what I'm told. What's this? What? I've never seen this before. What in the world? Oh, look at this. They got these all over the place. How many times have I hauled these trailers? Or pulled these trailers and I've never realized that we have this. Check that out. Another one over there. Got them all along here. Oh, so you can just like tie your chains onto that instead of wrapping them onto this fragile aluminum. Well, that's smart. That's smart. I don't know what this thing is in here for though. Get this little piece of metal out of here. Come on. Now get out of there. There you go. These are nice for binding binders together. But this one's not really long enough for that, so I don't know what to do with that. Well, I'm just gonna unstrap these tarps here so they can move them if they want to. Maybe I'll put them onto the truck here or something, just so it's out of the way if they need this space. And I'm taking a nap before I have to tarp this load. Yay. Oh yeah, I can't get around here. All right. How am I gonna get through here? Oops. Through here we go. Well, at least we can still get from side to side. Surprised at how close we are to this door here. At least we fit. At least I know I fit in here with a 53-foot flatbed.